The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking in at the 3.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Black one.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And some room to work. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
And cycle.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burrow looking to pass. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Okay, ready.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
On the double.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The Bills at 6-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right, and he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A give for Walker running right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
On 1, ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they are able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
First down, here's Burrow. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Stevenson, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws, all the plays of that nature, to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Stevenson. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now second and goal. Again, Stevenson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes touchdown Bengals. Ramondre Stevenson as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 4. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Here we go. Flow. 11.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Here we go.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Running right, here's Walker. Fancy footwork in midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
You know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they're spotted.
Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hunger group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and pass the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Back to Walker forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's go. Jack ready. Jack ready. Rail green. Rail green rail. Watch it. 6.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage, threw it for a loss.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route.
On 1, ready?
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people don't question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
176 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Like two.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on third and inches. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ready?
To the right side, this is Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they... Touchdown, Bills! DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Gun.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Working with a 2nd and 3. To the air again, Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Burrow will throw. That is taken in by Hurst. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 38 yards. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
On the set.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Ready.
Back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's going to be caught by Tony, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He completes this to Walker. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick here is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the fourth. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Running left is Walker. And some space here. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.